यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञान घन प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्माहमस्मि सोहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि। ओम प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोत्र वेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। May the Almighty Shri Lord Venkateshwara bestow all kinds of prosperity, health, wealth and eternal happiness with Paripurna Lakshmi Katakshams to you and the entire your family members and friends. Let us begin Bhagavad Gita, verse number 33 of 10th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Aksharanam Makarosmi Dvandvassamasi Kasyacha Aham evakshayah kalaha dhataham vishvato mukhaha. Bhagavan Krishna has started enumerating his glories in three categories. One is known as Paraloka Vibhuti, another is Purana Loka Vibhuti, then Ihaloka Vibhuti. Now, so Bhagavan has begun to talk about Ihaloka Vibhuti, and Ihaloka means the world which are experienced by us, the world which are experienced by every individual. When Bhagavan talks about Ihaloka Vibhuti, that glories can be experienced by every one of us. Because the world is a unique experience, because your world is not my world is not your world. And the third person's world doesn't belong to both of us. The world is unique. What is experienced by you, that is nothing but the world. You have to have the definition. The world consists of so many, there are 7 wonders you have not seen. Might be you might have seen 1 or 2 which are in India. But if you want to travel to the 7 wonders, then that 7 wonders becomes your world. This is a unique kind of approach from our Shastra. The world belongs only to you. There is only one world, that one world is belonging to you. And there is one common word for others. That word is known as not the world, it is Ishvara. Ishvara appearing your separate word according to your karma phala. That is the understanding behind we learned from 7th chapter. In 7th and 9th, they have very clearly told whatever appears as the name and form are nothing but God alone. Please try to understand. In order to assimilate that thing alone, we are continuing with the glories from the mouth of Bhagavan Krishna himself. Now Bhagavan Krishna, when he talks about some things, he has begun like a subtle things. That subtle thing is what? The first is Shabdam. The world is nothing but the 5 aspects of creations. The first is a space. Space is a kind of phenomenon we can just understand, we cannot experience. We cannot experience the space as we experience other elements. Because the space is a kind of unique element, but also we have kind of a unique understanding about the space. How did you understand the space? Do you know what is space is? Yes sir, I know what is space is. Can you explain what is the space? Space is all pervasive. Then, do you experience it? No, I don't experience, but space is. It is. But you cannot prove. This is a kind of unique capacity of a human being. We are able to understand the space. That's a wonder. That space has the sound. The space, the sound travels, and sound is manifested in the space. It's a great invention of our ancient rishis. And those words, sounds, they are created in our vocal system. There are 7 places, Usually it is known as 8 places. They say Kantha, Thalu, then Mudna. Then there are, letters from lips, labial, dental. If any letter is originated from this place, they are known as Kantya. From Thalu, it is known as palatal. Kantya known as a guttural letters. So they are not letters, they are sounds. When you say ah, ah is a sound, you need not to use any other places of this vocal system. We call it a phonetic science. This phonetic science is a peculiar with Sanskrit. Because in English we have 5 vowels. They don't have a sound as a first letter. There is A, B, C, D. All this alphabetic order you see A, B, C, D. But our forefathers have found the letter, the one sound which is easy to. It's a guttural letter. A. So this guttural letter, this is the basic foundation of every letter. When you open the mouth, that itself That it's a normal base of, means a bedrock for all other letters. We construct all other sound, it's on this letter as a kind of modification, slight modification. Becomes E. When you widen your lips, automatically the E sound comes. Is converted as a E. E is converted as a U. Say E. E. U. So that's our sound exists in all the vowels. That our sound, that all vowels are called Swaraha, life providers. I call it a great invention, the sound. The sound can produce energy. The great invention is our Bija mantras, all kinds of mantras, stotras, and we have also swaras, Sarigama Padani. All swaras are the invention of our vocal system. But Bhagavan says, so Aksharanam Akaraha Asmi. The Akshara is the foundation of our life, because no object can be manifested without the sound. The sound and karma, they are together. Without sound, nothing happens in our life. But we are not able to hear that. That doesn't matter. Beyond our decibel system, the lesser than our decibel system we cannot hear. I always give the example, the earth is always rotating. Do we listen that? Are you able to hear the sound of the earth rotation? Means that revolving earth sound is kept beyond the decibel capacity. In the same way, so many things are. If an ant goes, you cannot hear the sound, but it has got its own sound. He says, this sound becomes the astivara, foundation of all the letters, all the sounds which are utilized in different way in our Sanatana Dharma. We use the sound in order to create the energy. We use the sound in order to invoke the deity. And we have a kind of system in which you can cure the disease by the sound. All of them are called unique construction mantras. And this akshara, when you write the letters, the connection between letter and sound, that itself are unique. And the connection between the sound and knowledge, that also unique. The language, the invention of the language itself, it's a unique. But the invention of Sanskrit language, it has got many secrets of it. They call it Pada and Pada Shakti. So when Any language you take, if I say mango tree, the mango tree comes in front of you. The object is brought by that sound. So which is bringing that object in front of your mind? Does the sound has the ability, or your mind has the ability, or the object and the knowledge, do they are connect? Have they have the connection between knowledge and object, and between object and sound? These are all, it's kept very secret. Why I'm saying our Sanskrit language has got a proper structure, infrastructures which discusses all the secret of these connections. When Brahmaji wanted to create the world, it is said the Om came piercing his mouth with the sound of Atha. Omkarascha Atha Shabdascha Dvaveto Brahmana Pura Kantham Bhitva Viniryato Tasman Mangalika Ubhau. They are auspicious because they have come from the mouth of Brahmaji piercing when he had the sankalpa of creating, when he had the thought of creating the world. It means what? The creation means sound. The Om is already, Bhagavan has told, I am the Om. But among the Om, even Om is constructed with the 3 syllables, A, U, Ma. The A becomes again foundation. So wherever you go, you come and stay in the same places. That is the secret of our Shastra. So even it is said, Akaraha, Vishnor Vai Akara. So A is considered. Even it is considered, A becomes one among these Lord Shiva, Vishnu, Brahmaji. Even it is said A becomes Brahmaji, the creator. It indicates the creator. A becomes a waking state. So it's creating. So Vriddhi Karaka, expansion. That which is, pravritti. When you say A, the sound comes out. You are connecting with something. That was the secret. This A becomes the foundation of all kinds of expressions of the language. Doesn't matter what kind of languages are. But Akshara, there are Aksharas. We know how to construct them as a kind of yantra. So yantra is created with Akshara, and even the line. So when you chant the mantra and you make the lines, they are called Shri Chakras. And so many chakras are there. Sudarshana Chakra. Sudarshana Chakra means one chakra with Mahavishnu. But there is called Sudarshana Shri Chakra, so which can be created, which can be created means my language is that, which can be written. But you should have got so many tapas to write a chakra. And also I said in the last session, these sounds are used to cleanse. The sounds can be used to cleanse. The sounds can be used to establish the deity. Definitely when you begin Rudra or you begin Shri Chakra Puja, there it is said as Matrika Nyasa. Matrika Nyasa means you just chant all these 51 basic letters. So from these 51 letters alone, the words are originated. From those words, the sentence are constructed. From the sentence, the content are expressed. So this is an order. But here, Matrika Nyasa means Amam, Imim, Umum, Rum Rum, Lum Lum. So like that. So just you utter the letter and you should touch the respective places according to the system, according to the science of Nyasa Paddhati. Then your whole systems are cleansed. Not only cleansed, it becomes established with all the deities. Then you yourself will become the deity. Then whatever the sankalpa you have in your mind, it will fructify. You become Ishvara. You become Ishvara means you become one with Ishvara. At that time you have to be very careful. If you have the negative thoughts, that also will happen. Therefore, puja is a very, it's a vast science, I tell you. You need to have a long-term experience and you should have learnt under some proper guru. In India, we have anything is with a proper infrastructure. You take any science, they are constructed as a proper with a proper infrastructures. This much is enough. We are going to next word, dvandvaha samasikasya cha. The Sanskrit has got a unique system because Sanskrit has got a proper grammar. That grammar has given aphorism called sutras. Sutras means they call it aphorism. The aphorism which has a unique way to establish this Sanskrit grammar. The Panini was one person, a great scholar, who has given 4,000 sutras for Sanskrit. So among these 4,000 sutras, so this nowadays, these sutras, the method which is established as a Sanskrit grammar can be given as a Sanskrit meta language, means a computer meta language. If you learn these sutras properly, then it will be very useful for the hardware of computer system. They call it meta language. Those Sanskrit sutras, those sutras are constructed. So one sutra talks about dvandva samas. So dvandva samas means compound, the combination of two words. When two words are becoming one, so that two words, when it becomes one, that not disturbing the identity of both, means Ramaha, Krishnaha, Rama and Krishna. So in English we don't have that system, Rama and Krishna. Now both Rama and Krishna are coming, but in Sanskrit we can say Ramakrishnas are coming. So Ramakrishnas means what? It's both becomes one word, but we give priority to both. Every individual is given priority. Every individual is given karma phala and the world according to their karma phala. But still they can also identify themselves with the whole. With the whole means with the para prakriti. That is the glory. So there is one system in Taittiriya Upanishad, I remember now. When you contemplate, there are given unique objects for meditations. So the meditations, we have one meditation, Panta meditation. Then in one meditation, just you have to pick the object. The object is nothing but the connection of two letters. We call it conjunct letter, isn't it? So the conjunct letters, so you just contemplate on the connection of the letter, then you will be explore the secret of both letters, because every letter refers something in this world. Because letters are just what is that, a boat to produce the sound. The sound are very much connected with the knowledge, and knowledge is very much connected with the object. When you utter the sound, the object will come. If just you contemplate unique way, I am telling just you utter a word about your relative with a proper postures. After sitting there, relax your mind and have some pranayama and chant Om 16 times. You just pick one name, maybe one of your relatives' name. Just utter the name. Definitely he will call on that day. You are connecting. You are connecting with the sound to the knowledge, to the object. That object will get connected with you. That is the secret of the word. See, now this subject, if you are interested of this administration of the world, you will be amazed, I tell you. The administration means how this Maya, Prakriti, it administrates. If you think something, that thinking, thoughts are connected with the sound, sounds are connected with the again object. See, now you are connecting with the object, but with the help of knowledge. The thoughts are not able to connect because it is subtle. The subtle can connect with only the subtle things. The knowledge is subtle, but subtle is connected with the gross. Even the subtle is the foundation of the gross. Now, Dvandva Samas means, again, like a conjunct letter, it's a kind of the connection of two words. So that connection is nothing but me. That Samas is a unique Samas. So when you study Sanskrit grammar, you can find so many wonders. They are not available in other language. Therefore, we are not demoting other language. So Sanskritam is it's a great language. That's what we have to accept, and it's a mother language. Because Greek, Latin, Sanskrit, so everybody we accept they are the mother language of all the language which are available now in the world. Now here, Dvandvaha Samasikasya Aham Dvandvacha Ahamev Akshayah Kalaha. Now Bhagavan Krishna brings one more, the secret energy or power or source of the creation, which is known as Kalaha. Akshayaha Kalaha. Now you see, the time has got the limitations, but he says that I am the Kalaha, I am the time which doesn't perish. Oh, then what is the meaning he wants to bring here? So because Kalas can be divided into three: Sadharana Kalaha, Prakriti Kalaha, Kalasya Kalaha. So the time, normal time, and time is also a kind of unique experience by us. Now what is the time? So if I say sometimes, so you may be in different time. And we also say he is undergoing good time or bad time. Is there any good time or bad time? The time which is experienced with a good experience, you consider as a good time. And my prayers is every one of us should have good time. So the life is experienced as a time. The time is only evidence for our mind. There is no time outside. There is no time outside, but sharply sun rises on the time. The earth goes on the orbit in a proper time. The human mind, it has calculated everything go in order. That order is fixed or calculated or understood in a formula. That formula is known as a time. The time is an understanding formula about the motion of the world. Okay. So when you understand something is moving, that you calculate how long it travels. So the long time, how long it takes, how far it has reached, and during that kilometers. So the kilometers or that distance, the distance also can be calculated, and the time, the distance takes the time according to the capacity of the object. Now this time is a kind of unique understanding again by the human being, but which is none other than Ishvara, like Akshara. So that communication is very unique. That's what he said, I am nothing but the all Akshara, the foundation of Akshara, and I am the connection of all the words. Now he has come about the tenses. We can also understand past and present and future. But here he says, Akshayaha Kalaha means what? The time perishes. So 1 hour it goes, 1 hour goes. So does time goes? Does time perishes? No. Our mind are given the continuous experiences. Therefore we feel, I have lived 50 years. I have lived for 40 years. I have lived for 60 years. You become old. Time has not passed through. But what we say, time has gone. Time is gone. Time is going. I have to compete with the time. Time is a myth. Many people, they don't accept even, these all human beings have created watches, means a wall clock, watch. Therefore, they are running with a wrong imaginated time. The directions and time, all these things are imaginary things. Do they exist? Even the language which we have invented, this is what, few people think. The time is invented by human being. Language is invented by human being. Why you are bringing the Ishvara? Of course, the human beings have invented. No doubt in it. but with the help of glory of Ishvara. If they don't have the anugraha of Ishvara, the glories won't happen. These are all glories because it's beyond your understanding. The directions and this time, the time concept, the time, there are innumerable times. The time of one round, one circle or one round of earth, it differs than the Saturn. So this is, every planet has got its own speed, its own time bound, and we have, every mind has got, for us 1 day is 24 hours, for the ant 1 day is not 24 hours. Therefore this Kalaha is unique because according to the psychological capacity it is calculated. But I am the Kalaha and I become the cause of Kalaha, which is known as Paraprakriti. Everything goes in order. That order is known as a time. The time which is substratum of the time which are experienced by us. This is the way we can present it. The time which we experience, that is the time which is modified according to our karma phala. But the main time, the cause of that time, that substratum of that time is known as a Prakriti. That is known as Para Prakriti, Akshayaha Kalaha, means the Paramatma, the consciousness. Okay? Then the Dhataham Vishwato Mukhaha. So he brings one more meaning, Vishwato Mukhaha, Dhataham. Dhata means provider. What is to provide here? Karma phala. The karma phala is to provide according to their all accounts which they have carrying from past births. Then Bhagavan must be a big computer system. Yes, he is the computer system. He can calculate everything because he exists in every atom with all potential power. He is very much consciousness. He is very much consciousness being a tissue in your body, being all the tissues in our body, being all the nutrition in our body, being all the vitamins in our body. Therefore, he provides being as a sharira, being as a word, being as a time, being as a sound. So I am karma phala dhata because everything is connected with me. That's what he continues. That we will continue from next class tomorrow. Harihi Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.